I guess my little setup is going to work. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm just going to wait for, hopefully some of the nail techs are going to join. I'm not going to be going over the full, on manicure that you will be performing in the everyday salon. I'm going over the manicure for state board for for all of the nail tech students out there. So hopefully everything is wonderful for you guys. Erica, I'm not sure. Let me get clarification from Wendy. I'm messaging Wendy to find out for you, Erica, on if you will be receiving the double credit for today. So we'll see. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm just gonna wait for just a couple more. I know there's not a whole lot of you. I know there's only a few of y'all. I hope everybody's day is going wonderful. Did we all decide what we were gonna have for dinner? Did we all take out something for dinner? Ooh, speaking of which, I should have gotten my dinner going. Oh well. We'll live. Oof. Valerie, you might want to take notes if you are in the nail tech program. This is going to be what your board is going to be over. So how Katie was going over the eyelash extension and stuff, you only have to do that if you are a Cosmo or an esthetician student. For all of the nail techs, this is what you'll be performing. Cosmos, you do not have to perform the manicure anymore. Your manicure has been replaced with the over-tip service, the monomer polymer over-tip service. So there's no big deal on that as far as all of that goes. So you guys don't have to really worry too much about this. This is really just out there for the nail techs. So then that way they're able to get the state board practice as well as you guys are. So I don't know. I hope this whole little setup is gonna work out for you guys. You can see everything. I can scoot this a little bit closer if my leg does not fall in on it. So it was getting carried out of my car and it just fell out. So alrighty. Do I have all of the nail techs in here? If you are a nail tech, go ahead and comment over. Are you brand new? Are you kind of through the program and such? I'm from the South location, so I don't know a whole lot of you guys. I only know a handful of y'all. So for those of you that are watching, Jazzy is a nail tech as well. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to have you. So is Jazzy the only one? Okay, Demaya, you are as well. Awesome. I hope I said your name correctly. I'm really bad with names. So. Sure. Awesome, awesome. Alrighty, you guys. Great. Well, I don't have the greatest mannequin hand. This one you can pop the fingers off and such, and you can even remove the nail plate on here well. Like you can pop these off. Or day is fine. I mean, I'll do day. Chloe, Cosmos, no, you guys do not have to be paying attention to this. It's no worries for you guys. Y'all can kind of take this time to relax and chill, and then work on your 2 to 4 assignment, and then be ready for your 5 o'clock tonight. But this mannequin hand is just from Amazon. It's nothing too crazy. Any of my Cosmos students out south know that this is, she's just, wow. Thank you, Molly. Oh, thank you guys. Y'all are great. I'm still waiting on that response from Wendy to find out from her for the clarification for you guys. But I will let you guys know as soon as I do hear back from her. So this mannequin hand is pretty nice. It comes with a stand and everything, and then it comes with about 100 of these different nail plates that you can pop off on. And surprisingly, you can build acrylic out onto these. I was a little bit concerned that the liquid may maybe eat away at the plastic. But no, these must not be 100% plastic or anything, because the nail does not fade away by any means. The only thing is do y'all see how this is kind of curved in the back? I don't know if you can really tell, but in the back it kind of has this little funky tip on the end, and then up towards the front it's pretty neat. But no, it's pretty nice. Especially if you want to practice nails and such like this. It does have a nice free edge already attached on here. So you don't have to, especially if you're doing a form and such, you're able to actually have a free edge to put that form underneath. Instead of just kind of like a nub or having to attach a nail tip on there and then cut it down and then put a double nail tip on there. So these make it very nice. They're very smooth. They're pretty great. The biggest downfall is that the fingers do just kind of fall off at any given moment. So I would not recommend taking this hand to board for you guys. So some of you that may have it, Valerie, it looks like she has it. So some of you that do have it, it is going to, I would not bring this one with me. So it works out for everybody. So let's see. Excuse me. Awesome. Okay, so let me pull up. I couldn't get my PSI thing to freaking print out off of my printer. Like you buy printers and then you get to print like 10 items off of the printer, and then it's like low ink can no longer print for you. And I just cannot stand it. It is the worst. And then you have to go buy like a $50 pack of ink every time. So, what is? Alrighty, you guys. So, the manicure is what you guys are going to complete right after you do your pre-exam setup. So the mannequin hand is where you're going to be attaching, when you attach your mannequin to the stand and such, that is all going to be done in your pre-exam setup part. So your mannequin hand will already be ready. Now, if you just have the finger, that's perfectly fine as well. I know it varies in the pin. Some of you may like to take just the finger. Some of you may like to just take like the whole hand. It just kind of varies. We do at the school, there are those just kind of like fake hands that are almost like inflatable hands on there and such, that you can use those as well. Those would just be laying flat onto the surface as opposed to being on a stand for you right in front of your face. So the first thing that you will want to take note of is that this service is 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to do this service from start to beginning. So it's not a whole lot. You don't have to do any painting of the actual nails during this service, but however, this is worth 6 points on your board. So they're looking for 6 different things that you're performing during this section of your board. So you'll have 15 minutes, and then you will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining as well. So every time or whenever you walk in there, it's a pretty big building, like a big room, almost in the classrooms. And it has like stations and stuff set up and all of that. And you'll have like nail tables that you will be able to go over to and set up everything in there. So you've gone over there, you've gotten everything done and all of that. And then the first things that you're going to want to do is you're going to have your kit and all of that. So in your pre-exam setup, you'll already have your EPA. My bottle is just labeled EPA right here. And then you will have your hand sanitizer as well. So mine, I couldn't find one that had a pump on it. So I just have a little pop open and I'll just pour it on there. Can we wear nails to the state board? You can wear nails to board. However, if you are a person that likes to have long, like stiletto-like nails or very long coffin nails, you got to keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit harder for you to work with. So, just make sure that you're keeping that in mind if you are wanting to wear those. If you want to have your nails done and such, they're not going to dock you any points for having nails on by any means, but you just have to take into consideration things like, is it going to get in my way? Am I going to get products stuck underneath my nails? Could my nail break in the middle of the service? Things like that. Especially if you are a cosmetology student, you do have to wear gloves, or estheticians, you have to wear gloves as well. Excuse me. So just keep in mind that all of that you have to be very mindful of. If you poke a hole through your gloves, then like the glove is ripped, and they could possibly consider that cross contamination. So nails, if you want to, if that's your flow, if that's how you do it all the time. I personally don't like to do my nails as much. Usually I just grow them out just because I'm a picker, so I like to pick them off anyways. So really no need of me having nails. But you will have your EPA and your hand sanitizer, and then of course you'll have your little bag of paper towels as well, because you're going to want to be able to sanitize your station in between each service that that is happening on there. So I've got my mannequin hand all set up and everything, and then I do have my manicure service bag. So the biggest thing that you guys have to understand is that if you do want to take metal implements with you, you are required to put them in a separate bag within your manicure service bag that is labeled pre-sanitized implements on there. So if you don't want to have to use an orange stick wrapped in cotton, that's perfectly fine. However, I would just suggest using that because it's going to be the easiest thing. And then plus, if you drop it, having a backup orange wood stick is for sure the way to go for that. But I just have my manicure service bag. I have a towel in here. I have a paper towel to lay down on top of my towel to make sure I'm keeping everything completely sanitary. I have my cuticle cream. I have my 2 files, and I have my orange wood sticks and some cotton to wrap my orange wood sticks in. So that is everything that is in my bag for the manicure service. Now, if the mannequin hand that you are taking does have a free edge on it that you do need to trim up and such, you for sure want to make sure that you bring that and include it. Let's see. Wendy just answered me, so let's see what she says. She says, Wendy says, those of you that are cosmetology students, you will not be earning 6 hours today. You will still earn the 5 hours. So you're more than welcome to continue to watch if you would like to but there is no big need for you guys to watch on there. Alrighty. So I have my manicures thing and everything. I'm gonna go get it all set up and stuff. I'm just sitting here at my table waiting for them to give me the say-so. So I even have my little trash bag. It's clipped off over here to the side. I don't know that you guys can really see it, but I do have my trash bag. It's just taped onto my table right there. So then that way I am going to be able to reach into there or throw anything away, especially any of my disposable items. So, beginning out, I'm going to go over, they're looking to make sure one of the points that you're going to be earned is properly disposing of your waste materials. So that's making sure that you're throwing away your paper towels and such all together, and making sure that you guys are not, touching a trash bag and then, rubbing your hands all over the client's hands by any means or anything. So the biggest thing that they're just looking for is to make sure that you're keeping a sanitary work environment, that you're not spreading any bacteria throughout the community or anything. The second thing that they're going to be looking for is that you ensure that your workstation and the area remains sanitary at all times. So you want to make sure that it is all nice and clean. So like I said, you have the EPA and everything. That's making sure everything is getting nice and sprayed down and such. And then you have your hand gel sanitizer as well. However, now I guess it's going to be a little bit hard for us to come across hand gel sanitizer. So you just have your hand sanitizer right now. And then the third thing, another thing that they're going to be looking at is to make sure that you replace contaminated objects. So for instance, if I drop my orange wood stick onto the ground, I'm going to want to pick that orange wood stick up, throw it into my trash can, sanitize my hands, and then reach back up into my bag. So you want to make sure that anytime you're going to any, any board prep or anything, whether you're Cosmo, SD, nail tech, or manicurist, you always want to sanitize your hands before going into the bag, because this is considered clean and sanitary, and your hands may have touched this hand, and then that's no longer considered clean and sanitary any longer. So make sure, it's better to be safe rather than to be sorry. The fourth thing that they're going to be looking for is they want to ensure that all the containers remain closed when not in use. So whether you bring a big container or you bring a duffel bag or a suitcase or you just bring Ziploc bags, it is always very important that anytime that you open these bags that you reseal them. So like I said, everything that is in here is nice and clean and sanitary. So if you leave this bag open, you're letting any germs that could be in the air circulate and get into these bags. So that's a no bueno there. And then making sure that your kit remains sanitary and you avoid cross-contamination. So those are where you're going to be getting your 6 points from. So like I said, you guys have 15 minutes to perform this service, and you will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. So you'll get there and everything, you'll have everything set up, you'll just be sitting there waiting. You'll already have had your bag out onto the table to make sure that it's all correctly labeled and such, and you'll have your paper towels over here off into the corner. So they'll say, good afternoon, candidates. All scoring has been completed. We will now proceed to the next section of the examination. So you'll just be waiting. They're going to give a lot of instruction. The next section is the manicure service. Please perform a manicure. You have 15 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. You may begin. So I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to take my hand sanitizer. I'm going to make sure that I'm not putting that tip on there. Oh, man, that came out a lot faster than I thought. Not touching the tip to my skin. Sanitize my hands. And then I'm going to go into my paper towel bag, get out a paper towel. Put my paper towel down. I'm going to remove my bag, spray my EPA. Wipe, 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 wipe. Make sure I remove my bottles, even though it's clean. I'm going to wipe, 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 wipe. Very nice. I'm going to dispose of my paper towel into my trash bag. Since I touched my trash bag, therefore I need to wash my hands again. So making sure not to touch the tip, hand sanitize, clean. And now I can go into my bag and remove all of my implements. So I'm going to start, I'm going to put my towel down. Just keeping everything over here into the corner. Then I'll have my paper towel down as well. This is just, you know, double measures to make sure that they're seeing I'm keeping the client's safety to the best of my interest. My cuticle cream, my cotton. So I packed 2 files just to be on the safe side, you know, just in case I drop one or something. So I have 2 files, and then I also have 2 orange wood sticks as well. So I have all of this stuff out. I'm going to take it, fold it all around. It's a bottle of liquor. Well, little did you know, this is some Tito's hand sanitizer. I don't even know how we came across this. It just showed up in our house one day, but you know, it's a little bit correlated. I was trying to keep it a little on the down low, but no. It says, for hands only, do not drink this. So we'll drink that. But I have my trash bag and such, or I have my old bag, and I'm just going to discard this into my trash bag. So what you guys have to remember is the trash bag is just your way of getting rid of all of the stuff that is on your table. So there's no big need for you guys to be concerned about what all is going into your trash can, because at the end of the exam, you're just going to pick that bag up and you're going to take it right out. Sorry, y'all, I couldn't find any other hand sanitizer. It was that or some glitterified Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer. So that was not going to happen. So since I put my stuff into my trash bag, I'm going to take my hand sanitizer and I'm going to hand sanitize again, making sure I'm not touching that tip on there. And then this time I'm going to sanitize both my hands and my client's hands. So I've sanitized my hands. I'm going to sanitize my client's hands. Just to do double measures to make sure that everything is okay. So here I am. So the first step that you're going to want to do is you've already set up your manicure table. You've already sanitized your hands and your client's hands. You're going to want to shape the nail. So these nails are already pretty well pre-shaped, so I'm just going to run through the motions as if I was going to do it. You guys, they're not looking for perfection, but they are looking to make sure that the nails are proportionate to the actual finger. So like I said, it's not an acrylic yet, so we can't saw back and forth, but we're doing that inside, that corner scooping motion. I'm making sure I'm getting all of my corners nice and rounded. And like I said, this nail is already rather nicely filed. So I'm not doing my seesaw motion. I'm just going around my corners and making sure it looks very nice. So I've filed my nail and such. I'm going to dispose of my file, and then I'm going to take my orange wood stick. So I did not physically touch my trash bag, but if I did, I would want to go back in, re-sanitize my hands, and then grab my orange wood stick. So I have my orange wood stick. I'm taking my corner to wrap it in cotton. I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. Now, here's my cuticle cream. This is what I'm going to be using. Now, the most important thing for you guys is to make sure that you do not touch this tip onto the actual flesh of the finger. You want to just barely go right above it and let it go on there. So I just put a little drop on there, and I didn't even touch on there. I just, here, let me do my left hand so y'all can see it. So I'm just going right above it. Bam. So I'm not going to discard this yet because I totally might be needing this for later. So, you know, if I just end up not having enough cuticle cream on there and such. So rubbing it in. Now I'm going to take my orange wood stick. I'm going to act like I'm pushing back the cuticle, cleaning it. So I'm pushing back my cuticle, making sure it's all nice and clean. So like I said, you guys, there on this step, you're not really doing a whole lot. Do you have to cap it closed? Yes, there is a little plastic thing on here, but literally, like, I could not find where it goes. So I would not suggest this cuticle cream. I would just suggest, even if you could find like a spray cuticle cream that you could put on there, that would work as well, but you do have to have like the little tip on here. Now, if you are me and you do end up losing the tip to your cuticle cream, you could just take a lighter and remelt all of the top right here, remelt that close, but then of course you would have to bring a T-pin. And then if you're bringing a T-pin, the T-pin has to go in a separate bag labeled pre-sanitized disinfected implements. So it's kind of up to you. I would probably just look for maybe a different container to put this in, or even like a little, like a shampoo bottle, the little pop top off, so then that way you could just pour and then close it. You wouldn't have to worry about losing any tiny little plastic tip or anything like that. So, like I said, I'm just pushing my cuticle back, making sure I'm showing that I'm very, very attentive to my client. I'm showing good posture. I'm not slumped over on my table like this. I don't have my client's nail in my face like this. I'm showing I've got good posture. Everything is nice. Clean my cuticle back and such. And then I'm going to hot glue around it to peel it off. Yeah, that would work as well. I've never thought of that. That'd be a good idea. I guess the only thing you'd have to worry about is if like the hot glue got down into like the, I don't know what to call that, just the little like tip applicator part. But yeah, you could totally do a little piece of hot glue. That's a good thing. So I'm showing my posture is very nice. I have my feet, they're flat on the ground on me. I'm not slumped over. I'm not like pulling the mannequin over here. You know, I'm showing my wonderful posture. So now I'm going to take the other end of my orange wood stick and I'm going to clean under the free edge. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting it all nice and clean. Now, if you brought this mannequin hand with you, it is very important to make sure that you don't pop this nail right off, okay? So just be very gentle with cleaning up under the free edge and such. Showing I'm very attentive to my client. And then I'm going to dispose of my orange wood stick, sanitize my hands. Sorry, y'all, there's someone out front of my house and I'm like, who is it? Who are you? What are you doing here? Sanitize my hands. And then since I have a little bit of cotton left over, I'm even going to show them that I really, really care. And I'm going to wipe away any excess, dispose, sanitize my hands once more. Dispose of all of my materials. Now, since my hands are dirty, I'm going to go into my hand sanitizer, sanitize my hands, wipe down my work surface, dispose, sanitize one more time. And here's where you have to listen. So some proctors are going to ask you to turn either the mannequin hand away from you for grading, or they're going to ask you to raise your hand for grading. So just listen into the instructions to see which one it is. So then that way you know what to do after the service, and then that would be it. So would you put everything into the trash? Yes, I would, just to be on the safe side of things. I would throw everything into the trash can. Just because you're showing off that you're keeping a clean work environment. So in your kit, you can pack multiple towels. So then that way at the beginning, you can just show your setup of a towel and a new paper towel on your setup for everything. Does that answer your question? I hope so. Yes, yes. So do you guys have any more questions? I am going to be going over the over tip service and the form later on this week for you guys. Awesome, yes. And no worries if you are a brand new nail tech teacher, a brand new nail tech student. You guys, there is going to be plenty of time for you guys to learn how to do all of this stuff and such. And then by the time you get to board, you're going to be like, this is a piece of cake. I know how to do all of this. This is no problem. So no worries there. I hope this helped y'all. Do y'all have any other questions or anything else? Did I lose all of y'all, or did I have everybody? Hopefully I have everyone and that wasn't too crazy. In the beginning, you put all your manicure stuff in a bag. Yes, so in the beginning, let me find my bag. So in the beginning, I had my big bag that has, it has all of my stuff for this part of the procedure. So whenever you go into the next procedure, which would be your over tip service, you will have a new bag that you'll pull out of your kit that is going to say over monomer polymer. I have to look at what the technical term is, and I'll have that for you guys. So you'll have multiple bags for each of the different services that you are performing at board. So that's why you'll throw away everything. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you guys were able to help. I wouldn't have been able to do it without Gracie. I had to call her and, you know, find out all of this wonderful stuff. Oh, what all did I have in the bag? Oh, okay. So in my bag, I'm gonna have to pull it out of the trash can, sorry. So in my bag, I had my cuticle cream. Maybe I can turn that down for you. So I had my cuticle cream right here. I had 2 files, just in case I was to drop one. I had my 2 orange wood sticks, and then I had some cotton so I could wrap my orange wood sticks. And then I had my paper towel, and then my 1 regular towel. And that was all of the stuff that was in the bag. So a towel, a paper towel, my cuticle cream, my 2 orange wood sticks, my 2 files, and my cotton was all that was in my bag. And then, of course, I already had my bag of paper towels and stuff that was already on my station from the pre-exam setup. Does that help you out? I hope it does. If it doesn't, you have my email. So by all means, you're more than welcome to email me with any questions that you have about any of this. Did that help you out, Jazzy? I hope it did. Awesome, awesome. Alrighty, you guys. Well, if nobody has any more questions, that will be it. Yeah? No? Is that it? Yeah? Awesome. All right. Alrighty, you guys. So go ahead and just do roll call over into the comments so Gracie can grab your names. Just to double check and make sure that everybody was on. So y'all can get all accounted for and everything. And just a reminder, there's no live from 2 to 4. You have the assignment to turn in. And then there is an assignment, or there will be a live from 5 to 6 tonight. So y'all just remember to tune on in. And your assignment from 2 to 4 is due to Joanna by 5 p.m. So make sure you have it turned into Joanna by 5 p.m. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a swell afternoon and a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.